How are your eyes?
But better right now.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It is better right now.
Good, I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
So, tell me some jokes. Now,
Okay.
remember, before you do this, remember, I am a customer. You're a tour guide. You're showing me around Haiti. Tell me some jokes.
Okay. So today I'm gonna talk about the Cleaver Cloud.
Sorry,
One day.
I can't hear you. There's some kind of background interference going on there.
Okay. Do you hear me right now?
I hear you, but there's a lot of background noise. Go on.
Okay. What about right now?
That's better.
Okay. There were a motorcycle on the street. That's the reason they make a lot of noises.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about the Cleaver Cloud. One day, a crow was thirsty, and he saw a water pot, but he couldn't reach the water. He looked inside and saw water at the bottom.
Mark, you're reading it, aren't you? You're reading it.
Yes, this is something I'm reading.
That's not the assignment. The assignment is to tell me a joke. Remember, Mark, this is conversation, right? Not
Yes.
interview.
Okay.
Okay? You're still not getting it. You're still acting like you're in school.
Okay, so yes, I just prepared the assignment.
Tell me a joke.
The joke is one day a crow was thirsty and he saw a water pot, but he could not reach the
You're
water.
still reading it.
Okay. Okay.
Mark, put the
Yes.
paper up. Put it down. Get that piece of paper out of your hand.
Okay.
Don't say okay. Do it. Put it down.
Okay. Okay, I put it down.
Okay.
Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about why the sky is far away. This is a joke.
Yes, I want to hear a joke.
Okay, say okay. Long time ago, the sky was very close to the earth. And those days, he was friendly with with the people. When they were hungry, they cut off a small piece of the sky and ate it. The people were happy because they did not need to grow food. In a short time,
Mark,
everyone tried to follow out.
Mark, you're reading it.
Okay,
Reading
how
it.
can I say? How can I say to not see me read something? Because it is like that. I'm talking to you.
But you're reading it, aren't you?
No, I am not reading anything.
Okay.
I just.
Then why don't you talk to me instead of trying to recite a story? Tell me a joke.
Yeah.
You're not
So
telling me jokes.
yeah. Okay. According to you, what is it? What is a joke? A joke for me is a pleasant story.
I'm sorry, what
A joke is a pleasant story for me.
is a story? Yes,
Yeah.
it can be, but you're making it into an assignment. You're not making it funny. Remember,
Okay.
the goal here is, I'm going to repeat it for like, this must be the 50th time, Mark. The goal is conversation, right? Two people
Yeah.
exchanging. You're doing it like you're standing in school. The teacher has said, tell a story. And if you're not reading it, you sure as hell acting like you're reading it. There's nothing real about it.
Okay. So
You're
I don't know how
trying-
to say it to sound reading.
Okay, fine. If you're not reading, it still sounds like you're reading.
Okay, I'm not reading anything. I just changed subject because I already prepared the assignment to tell jokes, to tell stories, pleasant
No.
story.
Tell me a joke.
Okay.
Okay, but tell me a joke. Don't recite a joke.
Okay. So okay, a different joke I know is very popular in Haiti. It is Buki and Malice. Buki is a stupid man, and Malice is a smart man in Haiti.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. There was a time that two people talk together, and especially in a conversation. One is called Buki, and the other one called Malice. Between both people, Malice is the smartest
Okay,
person.
stop. You've told me the same thing twice.
Okay.
Okay. That's what makes it not conversation. That make it sound like lesson. This is
Okay.
why I tried to get you to write 2 paragraphs, not 1. You're saying the same thing twice doesn't make it good. It makes it not work.
Okay.
Now I'm already, you lose the joke. Okay. Mark, what is the purpose of my spending this time with you each week?
To express my feeling.
No.
Uh, uh, today you told me about expressing my feeling.
I
By
told you you had to connect to people and express you and your feelings. But what is the
Yeah.
purpose of these sessions? Why do we do them? What is your goal?
Okay, my goal is to speak English.
Okay. No. Okay. No. Your goal is to talk with people in English.
Okay.
Now, Mark, I keep saying the same things to you, and you're just not processing it because I don't know why not. Okay. With somebody, not speaking English. I can teach a parrot to speak English. Okay. Do you want to have a conversation with a parrot?
Yes, how I do.
Do you want to have a conversation with a parrot?
Yes, I want to have a conversation with.
With a parrot, a bird.
Yes.
Why? Why would you like to have a conversation with a parrot?
Because to express our feeling.
To express our what?
Our feeling.
Theory. Or feelings. Do you think a parrot expresses feelings and talks about things? Think about what I'm saying to you, Mark. Mark, stop playing school.
Okay, so you know,
I just asked you, do you want to have a conversation with a bird, a parrot? Is that your goal in here?
okay,
What is the answer, Mark? Do you want to have a conversation with a parrot?
parrot.
Huh?
You told me parrot.
Parrot, yeah, bird. Do you want to
Okay.
have a conversation with a parrot?
No, I don't want to have a conversation with a parrot.
Of course not. See, you're not bothering to think about the conversation. Mark, you're not. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, they instruct the bed to repeat what people say.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing. That's what I'm trying to get you to stop being a parrot. I don't want you to speak English. I want you to converse in English. Okay?
Okay.
Now, tell me a joke. Tell me a joke that you would tell, I don't know, your little nephew. I don't care. It doesn't have to be this big, long folk story. Tell me something that you think will make me laugh.
Okay. So there was a time, there was a time in Haiti, two people they're talking together, and they are talking with how they will cook dinner. Uh, uh, but in the story, those people named Buki and Malice. Buki is the smartest one,
Oh, you're
and
doing it again. You're doing the same thing.
oh, okay.
You
So I
rehearse.
don't know.
You listen to me, Mark. I don't want to
Mhm.
hear the jokes you've rehearsed. I want to hear a joke that has you laughing. I want to hear
Okay.
something funny. Okay.
Okay. So
What was the
this is
last?
something
When
that
was the
I'm
last time you
experiencing.
laughed? What did you laugh about last? Have
Uh,
you laughed this week?
no, no,
You haven't laughed once this week.
no. It's a that's happened in my mind that I know the story like joke, Buki and Malice and Haiti. Especially people, all people in Haiti know about
That's
Buki
not
and
my
Malice.
question. But Mark, that's not what I'm asking you. You
Okay.
understand that I'm not asking you to tell me a story everybody in Haiti knows. I'm
Okay.
asking you to tell me something that is funny to you. I'm asking you, have you laughed this week? Has something
Oh,
happened this week that made you laugh?
okay. Let me guess one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mark, I can see you're already not doing it. You're already going through your mind trying to find something to please the teacher. I'm asking you, have you laughed this week? Like, maybe your nephew shit in his pants and you thought it was very funny. I don't know what makes you laugh. Maybe your mother forgot to put the salt in the beans and rice and you were all teasing her. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know what made you laugh, not
Okay.
some
So what
complete.
made me what made me laugh and this week is that is that there was something remarkable I saw uh, between the relations between my nephew and niece.
Mhm.
Uh, they got a plate to eat together, and my niece took a big spoon, and my nephew took a little spoon. They made a competition to see who who were eating much in the plate. And after that, they realized that the the big spoon was very very big to eat, and then they start fighting because one of them say, you are eating too much, the rest is mine. And they not agree, they weren't agree to eat together anymore because one one had the biggest spoon.
Hard to share when you're little, huh?
Yes.
Mhm.
And finally they threw the rest of the of the plate away
Oh, why did they throw it away?
because one was realized they eat the small ones and the other eat too much. They are not able to make a solution of
I'm
that.
sorry, I couldn't catch the last thing you said.
Okay, one was agreed that they ate too much, and then finally they threw the rest of the plate away.
Mm-hmm. They agreed they had both eaten too much.
Yes.
So I'm surprised who gave them that big plate of food.
What did you say?
Who gave them that big plate of food?
Their mother.
I'm wondering why she gave them so much.
Because they thought that they eat these plates, but that one thing that gave problem is that one had the biggest spoon.
Well,
They were satisfied with that when they realized one had the biggest spoon than the other.
that's interesting, Mark, because the way I'm hearing it is that because they were eating so fast, because they were competing and eating so fast, that they both ended up feeling full. Because I don't think that your sister gave them too much food, did she? I can't see her wasting the food by giving them extra.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean by yes.
Yeah. I mean that they would eat it, but the problem was my nephew, my niece had the biggest spoon, and she ate too much.
Yeah, but
That
then they threw the rest away.
because they become hungry.
Angry.
Yeah, they become angry.
Okay, not because there was too much food, but because they were angry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. And that made you laugh.
Yeah, that made me laugh
Okay.
because I saw it that they are not a bookie.
I'm sorry, you saw what?
I realized that they were the bookie.
I don't know what that means.
No, bookie. Yeah, I told you that bookie is a person's name
Yeah.
who are very stupid.
Oh, okay. So you
Yes.
you realize that they were being stupid.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So one of the ways you insult somebody in Haiti is to call them Buki.
Yes, bookie. When you are stupid, you are not so intelligent. They call you bookie
Okay. All right. Now, why do they call you Buki?
because you are stupid.
But why do they call you that? Why don't they just call you stupid?
Because you don't realize what you are doing is in a false way.
Why do they use that word? Why do they use that word, Buki, as opposed to stupid or dumb or idiotic or some other word in French. What does the word bouquet mean?
Stupid person. Yeah, stupid persons.
Okay, I understand that, but where does that word come from?
That come from the story in Haiti, and to express the story about people who are stupid in Haiti. You find this book when you read at school. This book, they were
Okay, so there is a book that they use in school, and the two characters in the story in the book.
yes.
Okay. Now, tell me a joke. Not a story from a book, a joke.
No, I told you the joke about my niece and nephew.
No, you told me a very cute little story about them and it made you laugh. Now tell me a joke. Okay, do you know what a joke is?
Yeah, a joke is a pleasant story.
No. No, a joke is something that people don't expect. It's a turn. It's a way of surprising people so they laugh. It's funny, but maybe there aren't jokes in Haiti. Maybe nobody in Haiti tells jokes. I don't know.
Okay, so okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a joke talk about why the sky is far away.
Okay. Tell me why
Yeah.
this is far away.
Uh, and the whole system and the whole time, people didn't want to work to find food. They just want to cut off some some pieces from the in the sky to eat. But one day, a great woman cut off a very big
This is the
piece.
same thing you were telling me before.
Okay.
I'll let you get away with that now. Look, I may be trying to push you in your difficult area, but
Okay, I can tell you a joke about cabrit.
about what?
Cabrit.
I still couldn't hear that last word. I couldn't hear it.
Okay, I can tell you a joke about goat.
Goat. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, goat can't climb trees. Why goat can't climb trees? Okay, there were a long time cat and goat were very good friends. Cat was clever with his claws. He could climb trees and walls. He wanted to teach his friend how to climb trees. He was not an easy job because cat's paws have claws, but goats' feet don't have any. Cat said to his friend, "First you have to stand up on your hand feet. Then you have to put the four legs on the tree. Goat practice every day. Standing up on the head legs, he could not eat the green leaves on the small trees. He was happy. His teacher was also very happy. They make progress. The cat is happy also because he see his friend making progress. Good, said cat. Go ahead, go practice and practice. But one day, cat saw goat with dog. God was teaching dog how to climb trees too. But God never think that cat was enemy with a dog. Dog was not friendly with cat. So cat stood away and said to his old friend, well, I see you are a teacher now. You don't need me anymore. Because you teach others how to do what I taught you. Good luck. Then cat climbed on the top of a small house, closed his eyes, and took a rest. From the day, God didn't make any progress, and still today he can eat the lower leaves in a small tree, but he could not climb trees because he think that he was too good with to teach others. That's a joke. Did you get me?
Yeah, yeah. I felt like you were reciting.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm trying to think of a way to explain this to you that it's going to work. Okay.
Okay.
Let me just see something.
Yes. Those story are in my mind because they taught me when I was in school.
Exactly. That's the problem. You're
Yeah.
playing school again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Have you ever heard of a guy named Success Junior?
No, never.
Okay, because he is a Haitian comic.
Okay.
How about Theodore Bobron?
No, never heard of them.
Okay, he's another Haitian. There aren't a lot of Haitian comics.
Yeah, I know JP. Wow.
Okay, and most of them are in the United States now.
Yes. I know Malpuga.
Hmm?
I know Malpuga.
Okay, who's that?
He is a comic. He's a comic uh, theater in Haiti.
Okay, he's a comic in Haiti.
Yes.
Tell me one of his jokes.
Okay. Yeah, okay, and they sign Malpugua play a scene with his friend that he showed the power of magic, the power of magic. Everyone in this area and know that Malpugua is a fang man. He cannot fight with big men because of his weakness. But he go to a magician. He went to a magician that he put a magic in his arm to fight. Everyone in this area make a pariage. You know pariage? Okay, they belt. They okay make a belt. Okay, make a belt. Uh, with this tournament to choose who is the winner of the fight on the fight, and everyone see the other men that very big. They think that Malpugua cannot beat this man because of his bigness. and everyone spend money on the other big man that will beat Malpugua. Even his son of Malpugua, Malpugua belt that Malpugua will beat the loser. But one little man think that Malpugua uh, was the hero, the magician. He couldn't win it because of the superpower. And the fight started and Malpugua winning because he put a magic voodoo in his hand. Yeah, that's the end of the story. Everyone is laughing about the winner of Malpugua over this big man.
Mhm.
The At first they thought that Malpugua will be the loser because the other man
You
is too
explain
big.
it. You don't have to explain it. Okay, you told me the story. Now, and you
Yes.
looked actually like you were trying to tell me the story. Okay.
Okay.
Now, where did that story come from?
That comes from the theater of Haiti.
I'm sorry, from what? The what of hate?
Theater.
Theater.
Yes.
Okay, so you were telling me something you had seen on a play,
Yeah, I see in the video.
a video of it. Okay,
Uh,
okay. So now, what do you make of the fact that there is this popular video that everybody is laughing about voodoo and that the voodoo could make this smaller man win the fight? What do you make of that?
uh, okay, I make you laugh about the power of voodoo by thinking the phenomenon cannot reach this battle from the big men like David and Goliath.
No, no, no. You're explaining the joke again. You're telling me what you already told me.
Okay,
Repeating things doesn't change, doesn't add. Okay.
okay.
I'm asking you, okay, let's see if I can get this across to you. We're going back now. I'm just repeating myself and repeating myself. We're in conversation, right? I'm trying to
Okay,
teach you how to talk with somebody.
okay,
Now, a few weeks ago, tried to get you to talk about voodoo. You remember?
okay. Yes, I
It's
remember.
time for you to talk about voodoo.
No, yeah, this
Now
voodoo
you're
can
telling
talk,
me,
right?
now you're telling me that there is this popular video about voodoo and how powerful it is. And everybody kind of laughs at, voodoo is important. It can make the small man strong.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, if you had told me that when I asked you about voodoo, that would have been conversation
Okay.
because you would have tried to help me understand the connection between where you live and voodoo. Humor often has to do with what people think is funny, has to do with what's important in their culture. So today, what you've told me is a few things are important in Haiti: voodoo, greed, greed, and being stupid versus being smart. Okay. Those
Mm-hmm.
those are now what you've told me are three themes about Haiti. If I were an anthropologist, which is a kind of a professor who studies cultures, who studies how people function in different places in the world. I could go out and I could write a paper based on our conversation today saying, hey, here are some of the keys to understanding Haiti.
Okay.
Read, not looking stupid, and voodoo.
Okay.
Now, that's the kind of stuff you want to tell people if you want them to feel that you have something to say. Okay? I'm trying to get you to kind of get outside, not just be a parrot, not just give me back lessons. I'm trying to get you to think about the meanings of the things you're saying and why you want to say them. So now, okay, one of the things that's striking to me is that in Haiti, you don't have the kind of stupid jokes that we in this country have. Okay, like we will say things like, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. It's just a dumb little joke. Why do we say things? Why do we have all these dumb jokes? Because we're not desperate.
Okay.
Okay. In Haiti, you're talking about surviving.
Yes.
You're talking about competition. Okay. If I go to Haiti and you are my tour guide, and you say to me, the first thing you have to understand, Mr. Tourist, is that we are a desperately poor country and people here are trying to survive. Okay? And that changes the way we look at the world. That's going to be important. That's going to be conversation.
Okay.
Okay? So, I want you to talk about what matters. Now, what matters from one place to another differs. Guess what?
Okay.
If you live on the ocean, you talk about seafood, you talk about fish.
Okay.
If you live in the middle of a big country, like the United States, you live in the middle of the United States, you don't talk about fish. You're far away from the ocean.
Okay.
Okay? So what you need to talk about is what's real to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, I keep saying this in different ways to you because I keep hoping that you're going to open a conversation with me in which you start out telling me something that really means something to you. In order to do that, you've got to get out of that school head you're in. There are no correct answers. There's only you.
Okay.
Okay? So, tell me something about you that I don't know that I might be fascinated to learn.
Okay. Something that you would like to know about me is that at first I'm a student who's studying online.
Oi, oi, you just did it again, Mark. Do
Okay.
I not know you're a student?
Yeah, something that you would probably know that.
I already know it. So why are you telling it to me?
Okay.
Tell me something about you that I might actually want to know that I don't know.
Okay, so I'm a fang man.
I'm sorry.
I'm a fang man.
I still couldn't hear the word. Something man.
Fang like fang man.
friend?
No, fan, like fan.
Spell it.
Thin.
Oh, thin man. Oh, and I don't know that by seeing you on the video.
Yes, skinny.
And I don't know that seeing you.
Okay.
Mark, tell me something about you that might actually interest me.
Okay. Something that actually interested you is that I am I'm a smart man. Excuse me. I recall.
Ah, hey, he told me he had a cold.
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear you have a cold.
Okay.
Okay, that is more interesting than all the bullshit.
Okay.
Mark, this is about conversation,
Okay.
not recitation, not interview. It's about people, not school.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I want you to stop playing school with me.
Okay. I have a cold.
I had neighbors when I was a little kid. I was like about 4 or 5 years old. And there were two little girls who lived next door to me, and they loved to play school.
Okay.
Okay. I got bored very quickly playing school because I didn't learn anything. Nobody learns anything playing school.
Okay.
Okay. We learn by living.
Okay.
Now, I want to know about you and your life and how you feel, what you think, what you're experiencing. I don't want to know about school stuff. I don't want to hear a story you learned in school.
Okay.
I want to know what made you laugh. I want to know why it makes you laugh. I want to know what makes you cry. I want to know why it makes you cry. I want to know what you dream about and why you choose to dream about that and not something else. I want you to be real. Okay? And I am not going to move off of that position. So you're either going to have to change and start being real, or we're just going to have the same thing over and over. Okay?
Okay.
So now, I want you this week to seriously think about real things about you. Real,
Okay.
in the sense that they mean to you, not things that you think you're supposed to say, not things that you expect to say to your teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to tell you. You sent me a message on Facebook, right?
Okay.
About the chamomile tea
Okay.
and using chamomile tea on your eye, right?
Yes, I use it.
No, I know you used it. You sent me a message on Facebook about it,
Okay.
right? You remember doing that?
Yes.
Okay. You sent me pictures and all that. And I said, I'm not going to give you medical advice.
Because you are not a professional. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do something that, yeah, okay. But what I thought was fascinating to me is you never told me why you sent all of that. Why did you want my reaction to the chamomile tea?
Because especially in Haiti, I know how people know a lot of remedies.
I'm sorry, people in Haiti know what?
How people know a lot of remedies
Oh, remedy.
and
Uh-huh.
probably you could know too.
Uh, Why did you what was your purpose in putting it up on Facebook, Mark?
To show you,
Why did you want to show me?
uh, uh, to know if you know about this remedy.
That's what you asked me, but why did you want to know if I knew about it?
Because I need to cure my eyes.
But why would my knowing or not knowing about it? See, I don't buy that. I think there's something more. I want to know what did you want from me in putting that up there?
To know if you already use that.
Okay. And if I had said yes,
Yeah, I wanted to know if you know about it, because in Haiti, listen carefully, please. In Haiti, old people know a lot of remedies. I would like to ask you some information about it too. I don't know if some old people in America know a lot of remedies, have a lot of experiences from sickness.
Okay. Now, how about since obviously you were telling me about a remedy used in Haiti,
Yes.
were you trying to tell me that, hey, we people in Haiti have some pretty decent knowledge?
Yes. Both of them.
Yeah, yeah. See, what I took it as was I wished you had said it to me differently. If you had said to me, hey, Ken, this is what we use here, you know, and it works, the older people here say it works. And I want you to know we know something, or I want you to understand that we have medical knowledge here that maybe you don't have in the United States, that we have. I would have been impressed.
Okay.
The problem was you put it forward not as a person having a conversation, but as a student. Teacher, is this okay? Well, fuck, I'm not going to answer those questions. But if you say to me, hey, Ken, this is what I'm doing, I thought I'd share it with you. I'm going to learn from it.
Okay.
Okay. I understand that because you tried to tell me today that being stupid and being smart are considered like competition. We don't have that in this country. Okay. We in this country tend to believe that everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses.
Okay.
I'm not in the least bit interested in being smarter than you or you being smarter than me. What I am interested in is helping you learn how to converse in English.
Okay.
Okay. I thought it was fascinating. It never occurred to me that chamomile, because for one thing, we don't have chamomile. I mean, we have chamomile tea in the store. You can buy it already, tea bags, but we don't have like chamomile plants here that I've ever seen. And, we certainly don't use it as a remedy. So I was fascinated that you wanted to share that. I just wish you could own that you wanted to share it instead of making it sound like you're a student asking a teacher permission.
Okay.
And if I can get that across to you and get you to start talking about you instead of trying to be the student, you're going to get a lot further.
Okay.
Now, I know you're recording these, and I hope you're listening to them and thinking, not just recording for the sound, but thinking about what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
okay. Next time, I want you to tell me things about you that are worth knowing.
Okay.
Things that, like your dreams, your hopes, your fears, who you are. what you've experienced in your life, so that you remember, I'm your tourist. I'm there in your community. You're showing me around. You're talking to me.
Okay.
The next thing is I want you to ask questions, but I want you to ask questions that relate to your experience.
Okay.
Okay? And when we did the food, you did some of that, like you asked me if I ate rice and beans,
Okay.
but not much. But, start asking me questions. For example, I don't think you ever asked me if I've had pink eye or conjunctivitis.
Okay. I was just on. Well, I was just on.
Hmm?
I was just on going on.
But you never asked.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want to ask me that?
Yes, I want. I want to.
Oh, go ahead, then ask.
Mm. Okay. So, how is your son going on?
Wait a minute. You just changed subjects.
Okay. So it is no. It is winning right now. I will stop this conversation. You cannot hear me.
I can
But
hear.
we are.
I can hear you.
Yes. It is. It is. It
You
is.
wanted to ask me if I'd ever had pink eye or conjunctivitis like you had.
Okay.
And you never did, and you said yes, but then I said, go ahead and ask. And you said, and you didn't ask.
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. It is no. It is. It is knowing. It is
Okay.
winning.
It's raining. Talk to you
Okay.
next week.
Okay. Talk to you.